Hello guys, what's up? This is Mortaza from A Coder's Journey. Welcome to this next episode of my Clean Code in C#. I'm very happy that you guys are following the series, watching the videos. Make sure you watch the previous videos because we have talked about some very important stuff so far. And in this video, I have decided to talk about coming up with a good name for our Boolean variables. As you can see here, in the last episode, we declared this local variable called number of operations, and we assigned 100 to this integer variable. So I think it is very important to choose a proper and descriptive name for your variables, right? And this is again showing that this is the number of something, the number of the operations, for example, which have been carried out so far. I just want to point out something real quick and then move on to the topic, to the main topic of this video, which is, choosing good names for our Boolean variables. We all use, for loop statements, right? And these, for statements, for loops, have a counter variable, which by default, they are called I. I'm not a big fan of choosing one-letter words for our variables. So I think it is better to come up with a more descriptive name for your counter variables, right? So for example, for me, this could be index, which is a little bit, again, vague, but it is of course much better than I. Or you can say, for example, current operation index, which is much better. And as you can see, I again chose camel casing, but the name is more descriptive, longer, and it makes more sense. It has helped the code, become cleaner. Now, as I told you in this video, I want to talk about, the guidelines of choosing proper names for our Boolean variables. As you probably know, and I have talked about this in my C# course, Booleans represent a true-false value, right? So the value of a Boolean variable can either be yes or no, true or false, 1 or 0, right? So when choosing a name for those variables, it is a good idea to come up with a name that represents, this nature of Boolean variables, that represents the state of being false or true, on or off, right? So as a bad example, I'm going to say I have a Boolean variable called close, and then I'm going to say false. Even though this code will compile, there is nothing wrong with that. The compiler, of course, doesn't care what name you choose for your variable, but I think you agree with me that this is not clean. I mean, when you look at this, close, you cannot tell what it means that close is false, right? Or close is true. But if, for example, I add, let's say, is closed, right? I choose a name which represents being true or false, being, on and off, 1 or 0. This is more understandable. This is, cleaner. So now when I look at this, variable, I instantly recognize that is close is false. Yeah, it means that, for example, the file which we want to work with is, closed. Or for example, let's say bool user logged in. Again, this is a good name because this is a Boolean variable, and when you look at it, it is clear that this, for example, variable means that the user hasn't logged in yet. So what I'm trying to say here is that when you want to choose a good name for your Boolean variables, try to come up with a name that represents two different states, either true or false, either yes or no. This is, of course, different from choosing a name for a variable of type, string or integer. For Booleans, try to stick with this pattern. It will make, your code cleaner. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If that's the case, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Activate that notification bell so that you do not miss out on my upcoming videos. Share this video with a friend if that friend is trying to learn how to write clean code. And of course, if you've got anything to say, I'd be more than happy to hear from you guys. You can leave a comment in the comment section. That's all for today. Stay tuned and watch the next video as well. Thank you.